I keep having dreams of a 13-star flag, and I'm seeing people complaining about a 12-star flag, but the 13 is getting me. So I posted a video yesterday, some of you saw it, and so I just Googled it because why not? Let's just go simple, 3D, boring ass material plane. And okay, so did you know that in the ecliptic, there's actually 13 constellations? So we have a 12-party system from the Babylonians because they wanted to standardize their calendar. And there's one between Scorpio and Sagittarius called Ophiucus, which is the serpent bearer, which I'll get back to. But that is our 13th constellation that has 13 stars. So I keep dreaming that we have a 13-star flag, and then I'm going, what is this, like the original 13 colonies? What kind of shit is this? Why is our flag messed with? And it's like in the circle. Okay, but the zodiac and the ecliptic are a circle of stars, just more than 13 stars. But that's rather interesting. Again, we're going to see the sun with the 12 disciples or planets. It's a whole thing. I have other work on this, but I don't have a lot of videos on it. Anyway, so again, we're seeing this Christ-Antichrist dynamic. Okay, so while they're establishing Christian nationalism, we're actually seeing an Antichrist force behind that, and that is why I think it's wrong. It's not about politics. And I keep saying on here, I mean, obviously, right now I'm not in favor of the current administration, but it's not about politics. Yes, that's a privileged position, but I look at the esoterica part, not the baseline marketing tactics, because they're always going to lie, and we all know that. So back to 13 constellations. So Ophiucus, the serpent bearer, has 13 stars and is our 13th constellation, and it falls during November. So if you're a Scorpio Sagittarius in there, you can also reference this. But because the Babylonians wanted standard phases, standard, zodiac phases or months. So this is going to refer to precession ages that are counted backwards, counterclockwise, as well as the zodiac, which are the moon's months counted clockwise, if that makes sense. So they omitted this because they wanted a 12-party system. So while I bash a lot of Ancient Aliens for its Nazism and white supremacy, I do actually like a lot of the archaeoastronomy that Zechariah Sitchin and I don't know who his co-authors are, that they pulled. I do actually like the 12-party system because it is symbolically what we use, even if it's not physically true. Like, I'm not sure that we have 12 physical planets, but that makes a lot of sense. And I actually support that piece. The Babylonian gods and the Sumerian gods being aliens, I don't support. Did that happen? Yes, I agree. But that's one piece of our past. It's not the only history that we have. So it's presented as the most ancient thing and the only story, when that's not the case. There's a myriad of different things. And so that was one political movement, and very much like Elon Musk is drawing on Nikola Tesla and Mars and Rome, these political figures who may or may not have engaged in genetic engineering, and I think they did, pulled on old gods and planets and fashioned like a persona around them. So that gets conflated now, thousands of years later, especially when a lot of our records have either been destroyed or, kidnapped via Hobby Lobby. Thanks a lot, Hobby Lobby. Anyway. So once again, you just like murdering babies. I like ancient Babylonian tablets to stay where they are. So, anyway. I don't think I'm better than this. I think I'm qualified to address this piece of it because, again, we are all angry. We're all, or haha, screw you, liberals. We're all emotional about this, but this is my area. So 13. So another piece of this, side note here, although it deserves to be its own symphony, is the indigenous people based their calendar 13 moons on the back of a turtle. And so it is much more efficient, by the way, much more even to have 13 moons than it is to have 12 fractals of a sun. So look to our North American indigenous people for that, because they're going to be better teachers than me. And then also the metaphor of turtles all the way down is really cool, and we could actually use that to describe planes, although I don't want to appropriate that or support, appropriating things in a goofy way, but that's a whole other piece. So